everyone. My name's Hugh.
My name's Kellen.
And this is our first of hopefully many film reviews to be hosted on YouTube. Today we're going to talk about the film The White Ribbon. It's gained a lot of attention as it's the Golden Globes winner this year for Best Foreign Language Film, and it's also been nominated for an Academy Award in the same category. It's actually an Austrian film, but it was chosen to be promoted as a German film because people in the industry figured that since Austria has already had two previous consecutive nominations, that it would not have a chance to be nominated, but it is the forerunner at the moment. It's directed by Michael Haneke, who is best known probably for directing the 1997 film Funny Games, and then last year remaking it in the English language. It is set in the village of Eichwald, a northern village in Germany, in 1913, just leading up to the First World War, and centers around a series of unfortunate and mysterious events surrounding the village's inhabitants. At the beginning of the film, we see a doctor who, riding home on his horse, is badly injured when his horse trips over unseen tripwire. And the village is run almost patriarchally by the pastor, the doctor, and the baron, who all control the women, including the midwives, school teachers, and so on. It, as the film goes on, more unsettling events happen to the residents and buildings in the area, including some acts of vandalism and torture, and the main objective of the film is to discover just what exactly is going on. So with that, I'll let Kellen give his thoughts on the film, and then I'll give you mine.
Alright, so I thought the film was it was well done to a certain degree, though I personally didn't like it. I felt throughout the film I felt detached from the characters emotionally. I mostly felt apathetic. The film really struggled in capturing my any sort of emotional investment from me. I had a hard time sympathizing with the characters or relating to them. As far as the cinematography goes, I think it was shot in black and white. Black and white film, like in the modern film era, it can work like Good Night, Good Luck. I really like that. I like the way that it looked. Aesthetically, the black and white really suited it, especially because it was in a period. And I guess for adding to the period of this film, the black and white did help to a certain degree, but at the same time I felt the lighting and some of the types of shots, the black and white may have taken away from the film. There was some shots where the entire frame of the screen was completely black for like 3 or 4 seconds. I don't know if that was the low quality of film that we watched, or that's the actual film. I had a hard time really getting into it for that aspect. Now, the landscape shots were beautiful in the black and white. It really worked. It was really bright out, and it worked really well. So, cinematography, I'm going to give it like 50-50. Sometimes it was good, sometimes it wasn't. The storyline, yeah, it was lacked any kind of human qualities, I found, though it was about human beings. I just felt more or less like apathetic to the characters and their struggle throughout the film, which is never really a good thing. But overall, it was a good movie. I was more or less engaged in the mystery throughout the film, because there is quite a bit of mystery. And I'd say I'd give it about 2.5 stars out of 5. That's my own personal reviews.
Okay, yeah, I'd say I agree with Kellen. The cinematography, for like he said, the landscape, the shots of the fields and surrounding areas of the village were beautiful, and I think the monochrome, the black and white, really added to that. But like Kellen said, we weren't sure if it was just the quality of the film we were watching, but there were many instances where the screen was completely black, and it was hard to tell what was going on, and save for the dialogue, we would have been completely lost. And I also found that the actual pacing of the film kind of fell behind the dialogue. It was often that the dialogue of the characters was going too fast for the scenes, and it was hard to keep track of what was going on, especially being that the language is German. The story was quite interesting. I too was hoping to get something out of the end with the mystery. I'll leave the viewers to watch it for themselves to see what happens, but it was well written. The dialogue was interesting, but yeah, it was a very, very violent, in a subdued kind of way. It was certainly not a happy movie. Yeah, I couldn't really feel, even for the victims in the film, I couldn't really feel sorry, and I felt even less sorry for the oppressors. But overall, it was a good piece of film. I don't see many foreign films very often, so it's one of the better ones I've seen. And hopefully we'll see more from Mr. Haneke in the future. I'd say that give it 3.5 out of 5.
All right, perfect.
So that's everything for this week, and we'll see. I guess see you next week, or see you when we make our next film.
Yeah. See you guys later.